Okay, got no lookers at the minute, but you know, I guess we'll see. Right, so this one is definitely working. Oh my goodness, I'm going to give it a few minutes before and let people join. I don't know what happened with that. I got a notification about Lauren's Fitbit and then it disappeared and then it got stuck.
Are people coming back?
Yeah. Hey Nessa, Cheryl, Maddie, Celia, Sandy and Sharon watching. Oh, 20 odd of you so far. Right. Oh my days. We give it a few minutes. So, because I'm part of the way through our, what do you call it, thread? You know, thingy.
Show and tell.
Show and tell. Thank you. There you go. Opened a new stream. Okay. It was Michelle's new start that did it. Michelle's new start broke the internet. There you go, Michelle. You've got something in common with Kim Kardashian. You broke the internet. I froze at December 26th, did I? Right, okay. Okay. Yeah, I was just saying December 26th, giving you a year. December 26th this year was going to make it a bit earlier for you, Michelle, to finish. Oh dear, better body than her. Well, yeah, if I'm honest with you, you know, we're not putting too fine a point on it. I don't think you'd want a backside the size of hers, would you? There we go.
Who are we on about?
Kim Kardashian. So I don't think you guys saw this, but this is the mock-up of the piece that Michelle's doing. Her lovely Afromov piece. I know I'm a fast stitcher, but not that fast. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. 2,000 stitches a day. Okay, so Emma Louise is getting there on Ivory Crow. Nearly made it to the top corner of page 3. Almost made to 10,000 stitches too. 9,783 stitches out of 332,000 or 2.95%. Yeah, awesome. And Emma has shared the mock-up. There we go. Artist name is gone. Can't remember the artist for this one, but there you go. Stunning, however you look at it. Okay, Kathy is busy working on Bookworm, coming along slowly, only about 4% done, but work on it 1 day a week. But that looks awesome. Super stitching. Okay. And Bookworm is here. It's a charting creations piece. Cindy's left some bells for the tinglings that she's missed.
You haven't missed any.
Yeah, there was plenty in the other bit. Tori, new start alert. This is Fa La 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 from Thread Geeks. 25 count, 1 of 1 full crossed, 3,700 stitches complete. Looks suspiciously like a putty cat for me. What say you?
Sounds to me Christmas related.
Andy? Right? What say you, Andy?
I think it is.
Okay, let's have a look. See, Tori's giving us a mock-up. Ah, yes. It's a Christmas choir of putty cats.
A Christmas choir of putty
Yeah,
cats.
there you go.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Well, 10 and a half. Because there's half one up there just peeking in. Okay, Jane says, hopefully these pictures will get to me. They certainly have. It's a beautiful Nora. And you finished the beads, you're just waiting for the treasures, and you're back to the X's now, aren't you, Jane? That is fabulous. And just zoom in a little bit on the mock-up. One of Nora's mermaids. Beautiful. And these are the ones that, this is what Jane is working on tonight. So Owl Forest Embroidery, Star Dragon Sampler, by the look of it, on some Murano. There's the mock-up. And there's her start. It's a gorgeous colour, that. Sage green. Beautiful. Joyce is busy working on her checkerboard pattern in high confetti now, which leads to a lot of park threads. Definitely going to switch methods on the next page. So I take it Joyce is now refreshed, as it were. But yeah, definitely just 1 or 2 park threads there, Joyce. And there's the mock-up of a bedtime story. Chris Dunn, Pain-Free Crafts. Yep, looking fabulous. Vicky is working on Hands Across the Sea, Mrs. Campbell. 85.57% complete, 16,773 stitches done, 2,828 stitches remaining. That looks gorgeous. Really pretty. Absolutely loving that. And Vicky has shared the mock-up, Mrs. Campbell. Keep your work clear and pay attention to it. Not be long and that'll be done. Okay. Patricia is working on Wise Old Owl by Chris Dunn, charted by Pain-Free Crafts, and she's at 13%. Got them gorgeous blues in there. Really nice. I think we're going to see a mock-up. Oh yes, I've seen this one stitched. I've seen Lauren stitching it. Oh goodness, what's the name? Oh, it'll come to me. I tell you, I'm having trouble remembering. But there's beautiful mock-up. Possibilities. Thank you, Sharon. Yes. Okay. Sal Innocent Dreams, the 2025 Sal for Celia Teen Bunny. She's reached 30% on parts 1 and 2. Yeah, it is Possibilities. That's it. I couldn't think of her name. I've met her a couple of times. She's such a lovely, lovely lady. Sharon has started a new head on James Bond. Whose head is this one? We need to know. Let's have a look. We got a markup. Oh, it looks like George Lazenby. It's coming in. I always forget about George Lazenby as Bond because he only appeared in, I think, one, didn't he? Jennifer is working on Summer Perfume by Luca S on some 16 count gridded Ada 2/1 full cross, 15.29% or 6,239 stitches out of 40,800. Excuse me. And Jennifer has shared the mock-up. Isn't that pretty? 59 colours. It looks like a lot more. Ooh. Excuse me. Patsy is still busy working on the old craft room Heaven and Earth design. Chiara Marchetti. 20 count Ada 2/1 and at 6.72%. I do love the colours in this one. It's looking fabulous, Patsy. And Patsy has again shared the mock-up. Lovely stuff. So beautiful and vibrant. Okay, Kay is still busy working on her monogamous May project, Cottage Garden in Bloom by Artisy, which was a group freebie. Artwork by Arthur Claude Strachan. Completed 28,534 stitches out of 62,700. 45.51%, 656 stitches so far today. She just keep getting distracted. And she's working this on some 18 count white, antique white Ada using CXC floss 1/1 full cross. Yeah, looking good. I think at this rate you will definitely be at 50% by the end of the year, Kate. And Kay has shared the mock-up. Cottage garden in full bloom with the young girl standing by a gate. Wonderful. Okay, Charlotte had to rip out 2 rows that she'd put in last Sunday and put them back in. Or now to put them back in. So Charlotte is busy working on her beautiful crochet project. It looks wonderful though, Charlotte. Jennifer is working on a new start, stained glass pumpkins from Puck's Closet on Etsy. You all know my opinion on new starts. There's always a reason. It's a Wednesday. Some need a new start. And there is the mock-up. Just zoom that in a little bit. Stained glass. Done the 2 rows now, further with the next one. I want to finish this one. Oh, cool. I'm glad about that, Charlotte. Patsy says the more the merrier. Karen is finally on the last page of Sunset by Carolyn Manning. Not far off a finish then, Karen. Charlotte says a little bit of 100 rows to do and then the border. Oh, cool. And Karen shared the mock-up for her Carolyn Manning. Some gorgeous colours in that one. Blues, yellows, purples, oranges. Really pretty. Becky is working on Amongst the Tulips by Irina Garmashova from Haid. I finally made it to 15% today. Tulips are coming along nicely. They certainly are. Hey, Northern Stitcher, new start. My Home Sweet Home by Sweet Wing Studio. Oh, lovely. New start because it's a Wednesday. Because whatever reason is there. We love a new start. And Becky has shared the mock-up for this one, although it's a little blurred. You get the idea. You all right, love?
Yeah.
Had a hiccup sneak up on you?
That wasn't the hiccup, it was me. It was me trying to not cough.
All right. So it looks like I was right. Emily is trucking along with Bluebeard's Princess Mirabilia. I had a feeling it was a fancy lady. It's almost strange looking at her without a head on it. And Emily has shared the mock-up. So look at her. She's quite something, isn't she? She definitely looks better than my duck with the shells. Yeah, love that.
I agree.
Yeah, Andy agrees.
I agree. I love it.
Cool. Had to move it on the Amanic so she's missing a head. Yeah, it looks a bit weird without a head though, doesn't it? Okay, I'm just going to go check, see if we've had any new comments. If not, I will lock this thread up. Nope. So thank you very much, guys, to all of you who've contributed to Sew and Tell. It's fabulous. Okay. So don't forget, on the events tab, June book starts on Sunday. So if you want to get some progress on a piece that's at least 100 stitches, then do so. And then, you know, post your picture and then add in your progress. So we've got lots of pictures in here of what people are going to be stitching on. So it's definitely worth having a wander into this section of the group and taking a look, because you could get enabled. I've still got to post mine and I'll be working on B, but there are almost 70 people who are joining in on this. And, you know, I've got at least one lady who wants to join via email as well, because she doesn't use Facebook, which is absolutely fine. You know, people want to do it via email. That's no problem at all. So, yeah, so that's that. But yeah, awesome stuff, everybody. Some lovely, lovely stitching. It's always nice to show them. Let's get back and put some more stitches in this. Whew. I do love Sew and Tell. Seems like I've gone wrong here somewhere, but never mind, we'll sort it out. Dim dim dim. Oh, yay. Yeah. So anybody being enabled?
That's it.
I'll post on my June book when I'm back. I'm not sure if I get 100 today, but I'll get progress. But that's the idea. They're getting 100 or getting progress. I mean, some people want to do a lot more, and absolutely fine. Some people might only manage a stitch a day. If you only manage one stitch, that is fine, because a stitch done is a stitch less to do, isn't it? So, yeah. Lauren Patsy says not tonight. She's trying to be good. What is it? What is it, Patsy? You no need to lead you into temptation. You can find the way yourself. Yes, the pattern that had all the cats, says Nessa. Yeah. That was a pretty one. Maddie is lucky because her focus is harmony. Cool. It is looking lovely, your harmony, Maddie. Michelle is an enabler, must resist temptation and stay faithful to a new start. It's dangerous being in on my live streams for that, because doing show and tell, you know, I've known, you know, showing a piece on show and tell and everybody's gone to buy the piece, you know. When I say everybody, I mean like half a dozen people have, you know, nipped off and gone and made a purchase there and then. Indeed, must have stabbed my thumb about 100 times over the last few days. No exaggeration. Oh no. We will convert you, Michelle. You will not stay in monogamous stitcher for long, says Sharon. Oh, that was the other tinkle tinkle that we had. I don't think I showed it on. Did I on Show and Tell? Let me find it. Because it was in the group. Oh, come on. We do have a finish. Michelle's Long Dog Jardin de Plaisir, sewn in Silks for You thread, started on January 1st this year, stopped on the 21st and then picked it up again on the 18th of May and finished it on the 26th. Oh, look at that. Super quick, and that is Michelle's, started at the beginning of the year and finished already. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm sorry, Michelle, I forgot to show that. But there we go, one finish. It just goes to show with a long dog that just adding in that little something different, little bit of colour, can change it completely. And you know, Michelle's gone to the other end of the spectrum now for a full coverage Leonie Afremov piece from a long dog sampler. It's boggling, isn't it? Well, it is to me. Thank you. Change the colours from brown and cream to black and silver. Yep. Yeah, absolutely stunning. Plain thread chicken. Okay. Let's see. I only did a long dog because a quickie hoped to get it done before I had my brain surgery, but it didn't, hence why I stopped for a bit till I could concentrate again. Yeah, makes perfect sense. That long dog will have some memories in it for you now then as well. I just came in from a walk down the woods with the dogs before the live, and now they're all snoring on the couch. What a racket. As long as they're not snoring and farting, you're all right. Maybe that'll be later. We had a pair of greyhounds, and Tony the dog, oh my God, he could snore. He barked in his sleep as well.
Just in it, Chloe's food.
I mean, Chloe never used to get into her food. Put both the food down at the same time.
Tony would scarf his and then start eating hers.
It's scarf his, and then he'd elbow her out of a bowl.
Chloe once nicked a bacon sarnie.
Yeah, and she nicked a pizza once as well.
And she used to race in her sleep.
Oh yeah, Chloe definitely raced in her sleep. The legs were going. Oh, what have I done here? Grrr. That is the wrong stitches. Good job I spotted it now. Yes, it was a big milestone to pick it up again and do 100 stitches. Yes. Yeah. Did you find that you had problems with your coordination and stuff, Michelle, after your operation? You know, and your sort of motor function and things? Or did you manage okay? So I just wonder, you know, with them tinkering around in your noggin. Yep, as it was, a golf ball tumor to the left. Oh, right. It's a very eloquent way to put it. What, rummaging around in your noggin? I think Michelle gets my humour. Balance, walking it, and whole left took a while to get going again. Oh, blimey, I bet it did. Bless you, whoever that was that sneezed. I'll never make the diplomatic call me, you know. I was in a meeting at work, and they're like, what's your view on this, and why do you do this? Well, I don't know, I only work here. That was me. Yeah, we do have the same sense of humour, Michelle, absolutely we do. Andy always calls it something to do with spades and soil redistribution implements.
That I do.
Hey, Greacher, how you doing this evening? This is Livestream Mark 2, considering that I managed to somehow lose connection earlier. Don't know how. It was weird. Mouth in gear with no filter before brain has a chance to catch up. Yeah. And I'm one of those that at 9:05 and I'd be like, yeah, I've had enough today. Can I go home? 9:05 in the morning. Yeah, I'm definitely one of those if I'm in a meeting at work. I don't know, I only work here. I just get told what to do. Don't ever change. Oh, I'll try not to. I'll try not to, Nessa, I promise. I need my ears checked. I heard creature. You may, Patsy. But yes, unfortunately, I'm, well, fortunately, unfortunately, however you look at it, I am a bit of a realist. You get it real and raw. The only thing I don't do on YouTube is my potty mouth. Because I'm pretty sure everybody that's currently in this room will attest to the fact that, yes, indeed, I do have a potty mouth. Especially when I'm at work and there's nobody listening to me, I'm like, what the F is this? What the F is that? And what the F are the... Why are these effing people... Why can't these not do anything effing properly? That's what I said the morning after my surgery. 18 hours after coming out, my surgeon said I was doing well. I was like, does that mean I can go home then? Yeah. I sent a meme to my boss the other day. He said, when you're asked to name the things that you like about your working day, apparently lunchtime and home time don't belong on that list. I just think that's rude. Because lunchtime and home time definitely belong on that list. And as I say, that's how we talk normally here in Australia. It's always good to be straight talking. Even like when the girls were little and, you know, we were teaching them words and stuff, there was never no cutesy wootsy stuff like, oh, look at that moo moo, meaning a cow, or, oh, look at that choo choo, meaning a train. No. Cows were cows and trains were trains. You know, we didn't, you know, give them pretend words. And I think the girls are all better for it, if I'm honest. Hannah and Lauren have both got potty mouths too.
We get that from you.
Yeah, sorry about that, kid.
And yet you still tell me off for it.
I do tell you off for it. I do tell you off when we're live. Oh, excuse me, I beg your pardon. I think I slept funny last night. I woke up in the middle of the night after having a dream, and I got one arm above my head and, you know, other one down by my side. You know, it looked like I was trying to do some kind of weird dance in the middle of the night. And I've got a tight feeling here, and well, you can't see where I'm pointing, but on the middle of my chest, and I think I pulled a muscle or something. The painkiller hasn't taken it off, so I'm just hoping a good night's sleep will. Goes back in the office tomorrow. How do you do it with the yarn from all your projects? You have one master set with which you embroider everything, or yarn for each project. So Glitcher, what I do have is I have a master set which I use for anything that's not in a kit. So like my Gecko Rouge pieces are mainly kits. They all have their own thread cards. But for everything else I have a master set. And my master set, I have it on plastic floss cards, and I put all the numbers on, just a sticker, and I put all the numbers on. So about at least a skein's worth of each thread when I top up my master set. But yeah, that's how I do it. And I've got about 25 of these in a box at the side of me, looking like an absolute mess. But it's organised mess, organised chaos, and I know what's what. I don't do bobbins. They just don't work for me. I had them in floss away bags at the beginning, but they started to get a bit tiresome. So I thought to myself, I need a solution that works for me. I couldn't afford the pip and chip type things, you know, with the hanging strip things. But I just went for the solution of floss cards. Enid has to go do housework, and we'll leave this running. No worries, Enid. You got to do what you got to do. Oh, that didn't mark off. That was silly. There we go. Yeah, absolutely, Nessa. I never found bobbins worked. You know, lots of people are, oh, I love bobbinating and this, that, and other. And for me, I'm just like, leaves me cold. It just takes up my time that I could be stitching. And what happens is about every 6 months, I lay out all my floss cards on the table and I top them up. Because I have got cones of floss from when I used to do kitting for Sarah up at Pain Free Crafts. So I've got probably a good 350 to 400 cones of thread. I don't have to buy very much, put it that way. I'll occasionally need to buy, you know, like one of the popular colours, which I know I don't have on a cone. What on earth is that? Yeah, no. Just had an email, I was like, what the heck's that? Turns out it's spam. Spam. Yes, we'll block them. Have you guys been keeping an eye on your spam?
You've been trying to get the weirdest emails in your spam.
Oh, lots of invoices in my spam. Apparently I've signed it to McAfee and all sorts. In the time it takes to unwind a length, cut it, separate the strands, thread needle and rewind the extra onto the bobbin, I could have stitched 5 or 10 stitches. Probably more, Kay. Probably more. I just found bobbinating to be time consuming. Didn't I get some people love it, but yeah, not for me. I'm the opposite, says Patsy. I love bobbins, hate the fact of floss drops or floss cords. Yeah, you see, there we go. I use those bobbin things during stitches, use as tags, possibly clothing labels from Amazon, very cheap apparently as floss drops. Yeah. I don't see any difference, Gritcha, because I have lots of cones. So the vast majority of my threads I get from cones. And to be fair, no. And if there is a difference, and I've still got some of the colour left, I'll just blend them until the colours look better. So, but yeah, because I've got the cones, it's not a problem. No big deal. That's why I love this craft, says Nessa. We're all different. Yes, absolutely. I mean, my stitch along told me that, you know, and I don't expect anybody to do what I say. I mean, that's not the case at all. But you know, when I said here's a suggestion of do 100 stitches, people are like, whoa, I'm going far and away on that. And everybody's stitching symphony in such a different way as well. The uniqueness of it, it's amazing. But yeah, I mean, looking in the events under the May stitch along, you can see just how different everybody's interpretation of how to stitch symphony has been. I think it's amazing.
Stand up.
You wouldn't do that if Hannah was there, would you?
Hey, Kay's finished another 300 stitch block. Nicely done, Kay. Yeah, it's awesome, says Nesta. Yeah, it is. You know, I mean, I just wish more people would do it because I hate now that work gets in the way of my stitchy time. You know, I spend my days counting down. Ooh, my lunch is at 1 o'clock today. That means I can stitch for an hour at 1. Or best part of. Right, tonight, they're like, oh, can you work a bit extra? I'm like, half an hour. So half an hour can be 100 stitches for me. And to be fair, the last half hour I did, because I was working from home today, I was doing my work, and in between, I was preparing mine and Lauren's tea. I was start stitching, says Patsy, and forget to go back to work. That's almost happened. Almost. And then there was a day last week when I was sat stitching, and I was proper tired because I'd had a really disturbed night. And I'm fighting to stay awake in my dinner hour with my stitching in my hands. Sometimes at the weekend, I fall asleep with my stitching in my hands in the afternoon if I'm tired. Isn't it funny? But I mean, Andy's changed his working hours ever so slightly now. Instead of leaving at 7 a.m, he's leaving at 11:30. So I now get morning company and all my stitch with me's. Now that happens to me all the time, says Patsy. What, nodding off on the weekend? To be fair, it doesn't happen to me very often, only when I'm super tired. So, like, you know, for example, Andy's away Friday and Lauren will jump in with me. And if I have a super disturbed night, I might fall asleep on Saturday afternoon after I've been to the hairdressers because it's hairdo day.
Ooh. I was actually thinking about that earlier, you know. My friend's going on again.
Yeah, well, it's Thursday. Sorry, Saturday. I'll ask her to trim it a little bit further back this time as well, so because we won't be coming back until after your prom. I want to work on Fairyland 2 so it's close to a finish to 100 a day in May. Yep, sounds like a plan, Cheryl. I shall have my B out, I think, because then that will get it closer to a finish, won't it? So it'll go closer to being focused on a finish. Dum, 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 dum. Just got a drink of squash. Oh. Oh. I do find that since having these dentures, my mouth is terribly dry when I don't have them in. But even when I do, I drink a lot more. Certainly doing plenty of squash at the moment. And of course, we're drinking plenty. I've got an enormous bladder. So, and Hannah's like, are you having a pee or is that a waterfall? I'm like, well, yeah, Hannah, wouldn't you like to know? How do you find talking with them now? All right. I mean, I went into office on Tuesday. It's the first time that I've gone in since having them. And I got some lovely compliments. And my boss says, oh, you're like a new woman. What's going to be next? I went, well, maybe a boob job and a tummy tuck. Who knows? And she was laughing her head off because obviously she knows that I've lost all this weight and, you know, my hair being done and I've kept that, you know, nice. And now with the teeth. Yeah. She thought that was quite funny. I don't know what husband would say though. Oh, excuse me, pardon. But yeah, I still can't wear the bottom set. They're going to have to be adjusted before I can wear them. I just can't keep them in. And when I do, it's just like air through them. And they're just not comfortable. But that's my next battle in July. yeah, I should be seeing some people again tomorrow that I've not seen for a while. And, you know, they'll get to see the new me for the first time as well. I've not seen them for a couple of months. I always think, you know, when I'm talking on Zoom, they look like horses' teeth. But they're not. You know, they're actually not. It's just perspective, isn't it? I think Zoom's not particularly flattering anyway. Okay. Is that one done? Let's move back up to the top. How many colours have I got in this? I'm going to do this square because there's not as many colour changes and I can do it quick. We all see things that isn't there when it comes to ourselves. Yes, we absolutely do. We're all our own worst critics. But I've definitely learned over the last few months that change for me has been a good thing. I've maintained my 7 stone plus weight loss since Christmas. So I'm closing in on 6 months of being reasonably there with my weight. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm not far off. And I've absolutely been my own worst critic with that as well. Andy will tell you that.
You have.
But yeah, we are our own worst critics. We can be cruel to ourselves, and we're very seldom kind. Oh, no, wrong place. It's awesome, Nicola. You've done an amazing job. Oh, thank you. Yeah. I've had a couple of rough patches this year. I had a rough patch around Easter. I had a rough patch more recently as well, but I'm getting there. And to be fair, going to the class each week and listening and talking and sharing my story with others is keeping me in the right place. You know, I mean, I go to that class and, you know, me and Lauren will sit there and we'll hear people say, oh, I put on this week, I put on again, I put on again, I put on again. You know, I gained weight every week for the last 15 weeks or whatever it is. Oh, I'm going to read the book and I'm going to do it. And then next week it's the same old, you know. But I've been one of those that's been determined that I'm doing it. You know, and when I do it, I do it. I'm actually better when I'm in the office because I'm not near the cupboard or the fridge. But there are other temptations like the trip to and from the office. Yeah, I work quite hard in getting my health into a good place. I mean, hitting 50, it's a bit of a wake-up call in terms of your health, because when you get to that age, you know, and the NHS starts saying, oh, we want you for this testing, oh, we want you for that testing, then you kind of realise, oh, Christ, I need to look after myself a bit. So that's what I've been trying to do. Taking care of number one. 3371. And getting in time for me too, like stitchy retreats, you know, downtime. Yes, working, but also play, you know, go to the seaside and stuff with the kids and, you know, make sure that I'm doing things for me. And, you know, that's something that I don't often do, or I haven't done it enough, certainly, but I'm now at the point where I think, you know what, I deserve it. Rightly or wrongly, I don't care. It's my perspective when I see that I deserve it. Come on. Of course, obviously I work at my job, I do overtime, I do my model stitching as well, and I create a lot of content for you guys, so I need me time. My wake-up call was when the neurosurgeon said this type of surgery is very difficult to recover from, even if you're an optimal BMI. Yeah. I mean, a couple of years ago, I was diagnosed with a fatty liver. And I started getting these texts, because you've got a medical condition that puts you at risk. You need a flu jab, and you need this jab, and you need that jab. And I was like, what the? I've got to do something about that. And I did. And, I went and had the doctor put me down for annual bloods because of the fatty liver. And when I went last time, it was perfect. So I'd managed to reverse that, and pre-diabetes as well. And the cholesterol has dropped a number of points. Obviously the weight and the BMI have dropped, and they're obviously happy with me, so we went on a holiday a couple of years back, and I couldn't really find any nice holiday clothes to fit me. Everything was like a sack. And that was a bit of a wake-up call as well. The hardest thing ever was actually to text the lady at the group and say, I want to come to your group. And when I got there, she was so lovely, I almost burst into tears. But that's the kind of person that you want in your corner, isn't it? Somebody that will support you, no matter what. I'm going to sew over that one again because it doesn't look right. And of course, the first year that I was on weight loss, I even lost weight over Christmas week. And I had a full Christmas dinner and wine and cheese and mince pies. I was astonished when I lost £1.5. I think the group were as well. I shall finish up this square and we'll be calling it a night. I will do the square first, and that gives me around 400 for this session, which is nice. And I've done 900 on Pandora today, and I've just got to put a few more stitches into my daily stitch for Symphony, because I didn't quite finish my 100 this morning. I should be taking London into work with me tomorrow again. It's all ready just to pick up and take. And I'm a good way into the rotation stitches for that too. Let's see if my model stitch turns up too. Doggy knows it's 9:30, says Michelle, and it's her walk time. She's better than the alarm clock, so say good night. See you again Sunday. No worries, Michelle. Thank you for joining in. It's been lovely. And congrats again on your lovely finish. And come on, 26th of December this year. You can do it. I probably won't see you in the morning, Lauren, because I'll be up and gone before you're up.
Yep.
So I'll see you tomorrow when I get back for class.
Do you want me to let you on?
8 o'clock.
See you when I get back for class, all right? Right, and that chicken, love you. Thank you. I need words with you, but this is a child-friendly zone. Only child-friendly is the CBeebies version for the YouTube censors. Go on, you can do it. You can do it. Take care, Michelle. Have a great rest of your week. I'm pretty sure it was her trying to set up a Fitbit that now stuck the first live stream because she's a wally. But never mind. It's all good. Come on. Poor old Andy had a fall today at work. Been raining and he managed to slip over wet grass, bit of mud.
No, it was downhill.
Ah. He's got a big graze on his knee and a graze on his hand, and he's dinged up his wedding ring, haven't you?
Yeah.
Have you had to take that off?
No, it's not.
Have we got it back on?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he's going to live though. Just road rash. Bit of road rash, innit, love?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fine. He came in and straight away, hand under the water. The knee was clean because he'd had his bottoms, his leggings on. Tracky bottoms. Oh, no worries, Catherine. Catherine's popping off now to make a tea before the weather takes a turn for the worse. See you Sunday, all being well. Yeah, his knee was clean because it was through his tracky bottoms, but didn't damage his tracky bottoms, which is great. But his hand needed a bit of a wash, didn't it, love?
Yeah.
So it's been cleaned up and had a bit of Savlon on it and all the rest. I've resisted the urge to tell him it's because he's getting older. He's not biting.
I'm not.
Right then, ladies and gents, if there's any gents in, apart from the present company. But it was more upset about his ring damage. Yeah, he just bent his wedding ring out of shape a little bit, but yeah, it's all good.
Fine.
So there we go. That's 400 stitches. I'm going to call it a night. I kissed it better, did I, heck? Did I, heck?
You could have done.
I could have done, but
Why
no.
didn't you then?
Right, so I'm going to call it a night there, chaps. So thank you very much indeed for watching. Thank you for contributing to Sew and Tell and all the rest of it. And it's been fabulous. So we'll see you Sunday. Stitch with me. I'll be out on Saturday, chatty one. There'll be one out tomorrow, but I can't remember if it's ASMR or alternative. Can you?
ASMR, isn't it?
Might be. Let's have a little look-see. No, it should be an alternative. Andy.
Right.
Should be an alternative unless you've cobbled something up with the recording.
It was the one you did
Monday.
Yes, it will be an alternative then. Yeah, that's right. I can't remember that back that far.
Right, we'll see you on Sunday then, chaps. And take care. Happy stitching. See you on the next one. Bye for now.